The two sides. Blockades were used to keep out other countries that were not allowed to be there. The Civil War went from 1861 to 1865. It was a war of blood and casualties. This shows the most brutal and heavily matched fight in the Civil War. The Union came out victorious. Shows one of the most heavily matched battles that ended evenly. All call for freedom and emancipation. On January 1st, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. The Emancipation Proclamation stated that only one held as a slave in any state will be freed. The Emancipation Proclamation changed many things and enraged many people. The Emancipation Proclamation had slaves away from their slave owners. After Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, Britain and France decided to withhold reconnection of the Confederacy. In 1865, Congress passed the 15th Amendment. This amendment truly freed enslaved Africans. When Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, African Americans joined the Army to help free slaves in the South. African Americans made up 10% of the soldiers and 18% of the sailors. When African Americans first joined the Army, they were less paid than the white soldiers or sailors, but protested in 1864 to equal pay. On January 18th, the 54th Massachusetts Regiment fought near the Charlotte with the respective African American soldiers. Life during the Civil War. Soldiers sang songs and wrote songs for comfort during the Civil War. Many soldiers deserted because the war had poor health supplies and poor food services. Women helped in the war as well. They replaced men who had jobs like teachers, farmers, etc. In addition, women were in the war by being nurses, spies, and gathered and made supplies for the army. Women also helped society by making supplies because houses were usually destroyed in war's path. During the war, the Union were separated into two groups, the Northern Democrats and the Peace Democrats. Peace Democrats wanted no more war. Sometimes Lincoln sent people to jail without a trial. Their people were people who interfered with the trial. They're people in April 1862, a draft was passed to make men over 18 go to the war in the North. Their war was a choice to go or pay $300. The war led to finance problems. Both sides printed paper money to pay their debt. Also, taxes were issued to help pay off the tax, and inflation was involving in solving the debt. Many people lost their homes. Also, factory production increased to help the debt. The way to victory. The Battle of Fredericksburg happened on December 13th, 1862. The Union won the battle. This led to Hooker replaced Meade. In the Battle of Charlottesville, Stonewall, Jackson died from a wound in his arm. The Battle of Gettysburg was won by the Union, and this happened on July 1st, 1863. Meanwhile, Ulysses S. Grant had control of the Mississippi River. On November 19th, 1863, Lincoln gave up his famous speech, the Gettysburg Address. The Union could gain control of the Mississippi to get secede from the Union. New Orleans was captured by the Union, which was major in the South. Battle of Shiloh was in the Frontier Church. McClellan was replaced after he failed to do orders. Burnside became the new general. The Second Battle of Bull Run happened on August 29, 1862. The Union won the war.